Come to this point, and now I'm going to show you how to wrap the dolls. I'm going to show you on this one. It's similar on this one, like I said before. I mean, you can actually start up here and work your way around, but you'll see in a moment why it's important to keep your space open. Okay. First, you're going to start up here at the top, and you're going to anchor it. You'll tie yourself a knot. Oh, let me explain to you real quick also. This is embroidery floss. You can get this pretty much anywhere. This is just a flesh tone color. Okay, I usually do 2 knots. All right, see now it's secured on the end, on the back. You see that? I've secured it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and snip that off, that excess. We don't need that. Okay, this is going to be the front of our doll. Doesn't really matter really, but sometimes when you're wrapping, you're going to do a better job on one side, and sometimes that will show. For example, here's her neck. Can you see her neck right here? That's the embroidery floss. I don't know if you can see that very well on this camera. This isn't the best camera. So you're going to bring your tail back around to the front here. And you're just going to loosely wrap it. I'm going to move this out of the way. See how I've done that? I'm trying to get it to a point where I can work around the body. Okay, so I've loosely wrapped it to about this point. There's about 1/4 of an inch left here that I haven't wrapped. Okay, at this point I'm going to start kind of wrapping a little bit tighter. Camera focus is a little bit challenging, and you're going to wrap it again to the point where it's about 1/4 of an inch. I don't know if that's very visible, but that's the way it looks so far. And you're going to stop there. Now, the way I get it to look smooth is I unwrap it so that the threads lay more flat. And at this point, I start wrapping in the opposite direction back towards where we were just at. You have to keep on twisting it back flat. It just covers more surface area, and it lets it lay down flat so that it's not lumpy. I don't really like that look. You can do it however you want. Anyway, so you can see now it's looking smooth. Okay. The idea is to try to cover the pipe cleaner the best you can, wrapping as tightly as you can so that it's secured in there. You don't want it sliding around, and you bring it back to that point. See, now we've gone down and back up again. At this point, I'm going to close it back. Okay, this is going to be the little hand. See? I'll show you on this little doll. See her little hand? Okay, so now you start wrapping again, and this is going to close it at her wrist. This is going to be her wrist now, or his wrist, depending what kind of doll you're going to make. I occasionally turn it to make sure that it's getting all the pipe cleaner on the back side. I start getting a little bit less concerned at this point because it's usually covered by some clothing. As you can see, she's covered. So I don't worry too much about that. But it looks pretty good anyway. So, and then to continue my wrapping, I just loop it behind where the head's going to be and begin on this side, see? And I start the process all over again. I usually change my orientation just like I'm showing right here because it's just easier. You can have your orientation however you'd like, but you know, if I were to keep it like this, I could do that. That'd work fine. I don't know, something about it just makes me more comfortable this way. So I just keep it like that. And then I go back around and start the process all over again. And then when you get to the point where you've wrapped it and your thread's back over here, you're just going to wrap around a few times. You're going to open these up and you're going to go down the legs, see? Just the same way. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop that for now and I'll show you the next step.